Hello, good morning, happy Saturday. Uh, I've got Zilby here. He doesn't like me sitting down when I'm holding him, so I'm gonna stand for a little bit. Uh, Hopefully, your weekends are going good so far. I started a little bit late today. One of Zilby's favorite games. He's never really stopped loving going after his tail. He has switched. He doesn't attack his tail anymore. It's now more grab it and just lick, lick. Why don't you hang out there? All right. So last night I was able to work a little bit more on the application. I got the tests to the point where they would pass. Mainly, I set it up so that on Safari, well, on localhost, we don't set secure cookies. It should still be secure cookies in production. Should prob I don't have production tests yet. I think I need to like redo my testing strategy, but I may have to have different tests on production than a local host specifically for things like that. So I can say, hey, the cookie is secure, right? It better be secure. Let's go ahead and set things up because I was running a little bit late today. I ended up staying up late last night and sleeping in. So um, maybe before we start, let's update Zellage. Also, yesterday I saw on I see on my activity feed today when I got in that Mo Ali rated yesterday, and I completely missed it. I'm so sorry about that. I am following Mo, so next time I see Mo streaming while I'm going, we can raid. We could raid them. All right, let's update. So I screwed up Zellage a little bit. I don't know exactly how. So let me try updating that. Okay, so I tried to add in the current working directory, and I think that made everything stop working. So let's take that out. Okay. That looks a lot better. Yep, that did it. All right, so for database, db bye Zilby. I fed him a little bit this morning before we started streaming, but he wasn't super happy that we slept in and waited so long to feed him. Plus, also the time change last week. He's probably not happy that his food is coming an hour later already. Okay, so that's all those things up and running. Get you going. These are all things that I normally set up before the stream. All right, so we got that going, and then what else do I need? I don't think there. Let's see. Right, so we have an error in here because um, I want to grab the token as soon as we load from the app, and that's if we have a token and if it exists. So in app, I started writing this last night. Basically, this big use effect once. So I load up the cookie, and if we have a cookie, then I want to attempt to load. Let's see. If we have the token, then it attempt to like actually like get the user. The problem here being that obviously I can't run async code here, so that's a problem. I can't await because I'm not in the right thing. But maybe we can fix that. Oh la la. Has anyone here used Clap? Hmm. I want to say I have used Clap, but I don't remember what project I used it on. Let me see if we can find it. What? I have to log in to search the code? Oh, come on. Okay, let me try it in the other browser. What? Oh, okay, I'm not logged in there either. Am I logged in and to get up in any of my browsers? Okay. I don't have this here. What are you struggling with? I mean, so I've used it once a while ago. So I may or may not be able to help out. If it's super basic, maybe I can, but if it's not, then I might well, I don't know. There's probably a Discord for Clap. So let's find out. But ask away. You need something like exe install, exe uninstall, exe path supported. Are you talking about like actually creating an installer for your Clap application, like a Windows installer? No. Okay. Just commands. Okay. Oh, okay. So when you say exe, you're not talking about like generic executable. You're talking about like the actual program that you're writing. So like my program space install, my program space uninstall. Okay. There's I did okay. I want to say that I created a very basic. Did I use Clap? That's the only question. It's like I might have used one of the other ones. Let me see if I can find it the old fashioned way. I think it was the chooser. So it was I don't remember the name of the I don't know the name of it. It was when we were doing random chooser drop maybe or chooser collector. Maybe it was the chooser collector. I used Pico. Okay, I don't think I used Yeah, okay. So I use Pico for this. Pico being a smaller, simpler version of like something like Clap. So unfortunately, I didn't use Clap for that. Wait. There's a V3 now? Oh, Clap V4. Okay. They namespace the old version. Examples. Let's see if somebody has built something. There's a lot here. Multi-call? Oh, it'd be nice if they had documentation in here to tell me how it was going to be used. But these commands, this makes me think that it might be what you want. Like, do I do something like name of the command space true? Name of the command space false? Oh, they have a cookbook. Peter Simmons, hello. It's Peter Simmons Sam PSN. Hello. Have you looked at the derived part of the documentation? Oh, and then so you find it. Oh, and you haven't been able to make it work. Ooh, we can take a look at it really quickly. We can see if we can make a quick. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's create a new tab. Yes, to clap code playgrounds. Actually, do I have a Brooks Builds playgrounds? I don't have a playgrounds there. Okay, so I assume we're gonna want to do clap. Okay, so the suggestion is we go to the derived part of the documentation. Okay. How did I get here? Available on crate feature unstable doc only. Interesting. Is this the right derive? I would I would imagine so, right? This is latest clap derive index. Yeah, this is the same. This is the same one. Oh, to derive clap types, you need to enable the derive feature flag. Okay, so I need to see what other features they have. Is it me or is this taking a long time? Or is clap really that big? Okay, so I want the unstable doc feature Do I also want the derive feature? Unstable doc only. Huh. Okay. Oh, to derive clap types, you need to enable the derive feature flag. So I need unstable doc and derive. Okay. So unstable doc derive. Okay, so that brings those both in. Okay, simple program to greet a person. So we'll have our main, we'll do the let args parse. Okay. Is it what args? Oh, arg parse. Oh, interesting. Okay, so args is from this. So we have to create a struct args first. All right. Let's put that over there. What? I can't make you. Oh wow, it doesn't like me to whatever I try to do, it's not happy. Oh, I froze iTerm. How did I do that? Oh, that's fun. Okay, iTerm. Sorry, force quit. Let's try it again. Okay, nice. You restored the session. Oh, me trying to resize the window did it? Because it's a fixed window size? Oh, gross. It's not fun. Let's try this. And I can't manually do it? Oh, no. Okay. At least I didn't kill the window this time. Okay, well, I'm going to move this window over to the other side. So, let's see, where is it? It's this one. Okay, so we're going to use, we're going to create a struct. So we're going to have a struct. Now these are going to be the args for the arguments coming in, I would assume. So you're thinking of having something like install, uninstall, path. Stephen, hello. What do you think of all the people online saying software engineers make too much money and that's gonna stop? I mean, people have said that for a long time about lots of jobs. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't really like I don't really think much about it because it's like it's all economy and market, right? A business is going to try to pay you what they feel is like the market rate, right? Like if they pay that much because not because like that's what software engineers make, it's they pay that much because they won't get the quality of software engineers that they want unless they pay that much. And sometimes they don't get the software qualities they want. They just don't get them at all, and they have to like look elsewhere to find the amount of money, or to find the people for the money they're willing to do. So it's it's just economics. It's just it's not even like supply and demand. It's just like what are people willing to work for, and then the companies, are they willing to pay for that? That's it. It may go down in the future. It may go up. It's there's a lot of things that go into like making pricing, and it's super complex, and I don't really fully understand most of it. Okay, so we'll start with this one. So we'll have just like the name. That'll be a string coming in. Interesting. Okay, so then they have like number of times to greet. So they have like count. So use that as an EU8. Now what's interesting here is that we derive a few things. So we derive parser and debug. And we also, interesting, so we have a command. Command, okay, so author version about long about equals none. Interesting. So I'm guessing that this auto adds in like author version and about, and it probably grabs that from cargo.toml. Okay, that's cool. Now for each of these, we have, so these are the arg, long, and short. Okay, so you are arg, short, long. And you're, okay, short, long, default value. Okay, so then we can have a default value. Value t equals, okay, so by default it's 1, which means that this is not required anymore, but name is. Okay, so then here we have, we're going to parse. I need to remove the other, I don't have another args. Okay. So we do args parse like that. You're upset. The name args. Oh, yeah, because I don't want this args. Okay, so now you're happy. Args parse. Then we loop through the args. Okay, so we loop through this. So basically at that point, we have our arguments, so we can do stuff, right? So we could do args dot like name, args dot count at that point. So to change from here, we could say I was supposed to greet number of times. And so then that would be a reference to args.name, args.count. Okay. Oh, you've never been through layoffs before, so this is all new to you. Were you laid off? Oh, I'm so sorry, Stephen. There's been a lot of layoffs recently. It's been pretty rough. Okay, you weren't. Okay. That's good. But for everybody who was, I'm sorry about that. It's been really rough. My company had to do a round of layoffs, and we're small, so it wasn't very many people, but it sucks every time it happens. Your company has had layoffs, and with Meta second round layoffs, everyone's saying every company will do second rounds. So I read an interesting article that says that some companies that don't even need to do layoffs will do some layoffs after a big company does one, and it's hard to tell if it's because they like are just trying to make more money, or if it's like there's pressure to do it, or maybe there's like reduced pressure against doing it. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, but like all the big companies doing layoffs like one right after the other, and they sort of wait for one to do it first and then they go. It's very interesting. It's fascinating in a horrifying way. Um, the other thing that's I'm not super pleased about, but I understand, is how the stock price goes up right after they do layoffs. That's Yeah, hello Chantilly. It helps the stock price. It's one of those things where it's really bad optics for everybody who's not investors. If you're an investor, you love layoffs because it means the stock prices are going up. For everybody else, it's like it's just basically you're treating people like widgets, and that's terrible. Don't treat people like widgets. And all these people online blame the people laid off, not the people who hired too much. It's it's easy to not have empathy for those people, especially when you're online and you're talking anonymously. And so I think like the way it's been explained to me by somebody, and I really agree with this, is imagine the company, they were growing a huge amount the last few years. And if you look at like their how many people they've had, they've grown like the layoffs are a drop in a bucket compared to who they've hired in the last few years. So they hired all these people and they're like, "Oh, so infinite growth isn't actually a thing? Okay, fine. I guess we overhired. So let's just do some figure out who we overhired and then let them go." Now, let them go might be people that have been there for a really long time, but these people are not thinking in terms of like people, they're thinking in terms of numbers and spreadsheets, which is really unfortunate. And so they basically say, okay, let's just like get rid of some. We made numbers go up. Now let's make some numbers go down, but they're still way up from beforehand. So in their mind, everything's still really great because they've still grown. They haven't like reduced in size and compared to where they were before. The problem is it's humans. It's people that are being affected, like actual lives. Like there's people who potentially moved countries, move states, move cities in order to like go and get that job, and then they're just laid off. And yeah, the severance from like Meta and the big companies is really good. I would actually rather get laid off from one of those companies than any other company. But that it still doesn't feel good. It still feels really terrible. So I would say empathy all around as much as possible for like actual humans. There's a great book called Widgets that I highly recommend that talks about this. I feel like right now has the most influx of talent right now. So getting hired right now seems to be the hardest. There's always going to be that sort of ripple effect as like a lot of people with talent enter the market at one time, and then they'll be picked up by some companies because during every downturn of the economy, there's always some companies who are doing extremely well because they hedge against it. Like their entire business model is, hey, during the downturn, we do really good. So there are always going to be companies that need some kind of software engineers, some kind of people. Because like oftentimes people laid off aren't software engineers. They're like sales. They're marketing. They're business analysts. They're everyone else. Although this latest round does include a lot of engineers, so that's a thing. What I think it really means for us individuals is hedge your bets. Don't only have one set of skills, and be like don't, until a company proves that it actually like treats you like a person, don't assume that they care. Your company has a union. Should you join it? Treat joining a union like every other decision. Like investigate how they work. Like, what is the union there for? Is it like a big conglomerate, like organization that doesn't actually care about you and still going to treat you like a number? Or is it a union that actually does seem to have a track record? Like, look at their track record. Um, Treat it like joining a company would. Like, you want to look at it, investigate it. So I can't tell you if you should join it or not. Um, I've only been in like one union because most tech jobs in the United States have never had unions. And one I had did, and I was there for only 3 months because it was like more of an internship type thing. So I didn't really get a chance to like feel out what it felt like. So uh, with joining anything, I would recommend talking to people within that. So like it's in a union it's probably a lot easier because you're in the company, right? And the company in the union is part of the company. If you're trying to get a job and you're trying to talk to people in that company, it's a little bit harder. But you're already in there, right? So you can find somebody in the union, find several people in the union, and ask them that, like, hey, how do you like it? Maybe not ask should you join. Ask them like how they like it. Open-ended questions, get them talking, see if like it's actually been good for them. Try to determine if it's going to be good for you. Oh, I lost my mouse on this. That's what I've done. Okay. So my command lines destroyed the mouse. Apparently, my iTerm is locked to the size now. I wonder if that's because I have Zelage running. Interesting. Okay, so split to greet and number of times we have that. Okay, so I save you. Let's open a new pane to the right here, and let's try running this. So I want to cargo run, and we're gonna pass in name. So I wonder if I can do this. Name equals um hello. I'll do like 5. Okay, so that's not how to use it. Okay, let's try dash dash help. Oh, right. This is cargo's help. I want to do something like dash dash to go inside, and then I can do dash dash help. There we go. Okay. Then I could do. I forgot that. I need to do. Then I can do dash name. Okay, so it's dash dash name. Then I can do hello dash C for like 5. There it goes. Okay. Olala, I don't know if you've come back yet. I don't know if this is what you were looking for or if it's helpful for you. When you're back, let me know. We can come take a look at this again. Otherwise, let's see. Database should still be up and running. I need to restart all of you because I kind of. Oh, you're still. All of that's still running. Nice. Okay, let's get you going. Okay, back to the LMS. What I'm trying to do here is setting up so that way when we load the application, we check to see if we've got a token in the cookie. So I've loaded the token up here. If we have the token, then I want to get the user info from auth0 and then store it inside of the store. The problem being when I was working on this last night, that I realized that I need to have a futures block, and I can't do await type stuff here. So I need to set up something like a wasm bind gen futures, or maybe we do this with the derive. So okay, let's say we get the token. All right. I already don't really like this too much, this pattern. So if let some token, okay, so I don't like this. Let's delete you. I want to do something like, well, okay, so if let some token equals, and then I'm matching this already. Okay, okay, so let's do let token equals and match that. Okay, so that makes you, oh, use effect is going to be unhappy because I need to return that. I need to return that from it, like an empty function. Okay, you're unhappy because for the LMS error, it wants a reference. Okay. All right, so technically this works now. Now we have the token. Well, we maybe have the token. I want to now. Okay, so now we can do an if let. If let some token equals token. Now, if it's a none, I don't really want to do anything, do I? So it's just really okay. We have the token, and then what am I thinking? I want to take that auth dispatch that we have here on line 31. We move it into here. It's not another closure, so I have access to it. This is the only time it's being used, so it should be good here. So we can do an auth dispatch. And I want to reduce mute future. All right, so this is a fun one. So we do reduce and mute future. We're going to take in that auth state, and then we're going to box pin with an async move inside of it. Okay. So okay, so we have this is the auth state. And then, okay, we return the box pin from this. Okay. So we do a box pin. Then we can do an async move. And then it's just a block, I believe. And then inside of here, we can do, we can now grab the thing that we're looking for. So we have the token. Yes, we can. Let's see. Let's see, what should we do? We have, right now I'm doing beats to stream to. It's the only one that says that it's instrumental. So we can try, I don't know, EDM or lo-fi beats. Literally the same energy level. Okay, how about this? This might be better. EDM, there we go. Let me know how this is. Okay. So box pin. Okay. So now I want to let the. Okay. So we have token. Then we're going to get the user info equals get user info. We pass it a reference to the token. We await that. And I can't question mark this. So we should match this. Okay, so we're going to get an OK with the user info. And I just returned that user info. And so it's out now. In this case, I don't really need to do this, do I? We can just handle it inside of here. So in this case, I have the auth state. I want to take the auth state. Okay, so things to set up here. Don't know about scope. Oh, right. Setting those things. I'm not sure about those and what I care about. I just want the nickname. And when I want to set that to be equal to the user info dot nickname. I'm going to want to set more than one thing. Okay, the auth state. Logged in. I want you to be true now. I think you have to be some true or just true. Okay. Oh, it expects that to be an option. This becomes a sum. All right. Mismatch types expected. Oh, I need to await this, don't I? How does this work? You're unhappy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Reduce mute future. Oh, I need to await that. Ooh, at the end of the dispatch, I need to await, which means I need. Okay, so I need another block here. So we're going to use a wasm bindgen futures spawn local async block. What is this? Okay, so then at the end of the dispatch, I can dot await that. Okay. We need to move also. Okay, non-exhaustive. Okay, so non-exhaustive patterns. So we have our okay if it's okay, and then we have an error with an error coming in, and this will be an LMS error. So we can first start by logging the error. So log the error. This is going to be error getting user info. Put in a reference to the error. And then I want to set this. Okay, so we have this alert dispatch here. Now I moved that in here and then consumed it here. which means I need to clone. Oh, I did not. Oh, this is not a block inside here. So I moved in here. I use it here. I need to clone it here. Cloning should be fine because it's a interior mutability thing, so it should be pretty cheap to clone. I think I need to clone it again right before this block and move. Oh, maybe I can move it in here. It's gonna tell me that I can't use it. We'll find out how many times I need to clone it. Alert dispatch. We're gonna reduce mutes. We're gonna have the alert store. And inside of here, we're gonna do a dereference the alert store. And we're gonna set its position memory equal to the alert store builder. Okay. Icon. It's going to be icon type. Want you to be a warning. We have build, and then like eventually at some point we have to do unwrap. That should hopefully never fail. Message, and then alert type. Okay, so the message is going to be error logging in from cookie. Please try logging in again. And then we'll have the alert type, which is a BB banner type error. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, it likes it. Okay, so everything was fine here. So, does this work? If I hit refresh, you're not happy, but I don't think I have any cookies. So I log in. Okay, so we have this welcome meow. Now, if I'm just sitting here and I hit refresh again, it doesn't do the thing. Do we have any errors? We don't have any errors. Okay. Do we have... Does it make the request? It does not make the request. Okay, great. Okay, for cookies, I have... Okay, so I have the auth token here. I am apparently not grabbing it. All right, so we need to figure out where this is. We're not getting an error message. That's good. All right, so one of my favorite things to do for debugging, we're going to log data. Actually, we don't need log data. We need log... What did I call it? Logging... Oh, I just logging log. Okay. With a message, and the message is got here. So I want to see... Okay, so we got there. So the use effect once is running. So we got to that point. So now I can delete you and move you down. Let's see, if a token equals token. Okay. Let's put you right here. Do we get that? No. Okay. Now is that because it's not actually there? Let's put an else. Is this the else? Okay. Ah, okay. So it failed to get the token, so that means that this token here is a none. Okay, so it did not error when loading the cookie auth token. Okay, so the name of it is auth token. All right, let's go take a look at cookies. And load cookie. I get all cookies. Well, it's not erroring out. We know that. It's just it's successfully getting none. For cookie and all cookies, we split by that. We trim by format. Okay, so let's start with a log data. And my message is cookie. Oh, look at that. The only cookie we found is auth state. If I do document cookies here, oh yeah, that's the only one. Do I need to set a cookie at a different path? Is that the problem? When I set this cookie, I think I can set what the path is, right? No, I can't. Okay. Wait, maybe I can in here. So can I do something like path equals slash? Okay, so there's no cookies. Okay, so that finds the cookie now. Oh, look at that. I have an auth token in slash and an auth token in auth. Okay, so let's delete all these cookies. All right, let's try this again. So we got no cookies. I log in. Now we have an auth token on pass slash, and I'm logged in. So I'm on slash. Okay, great. Now I try to hit refresh again. Hey, there it goes. Okay, it works. We have auto logging in now when we have the token stored. Okay, great. So we're storing all the tokens in slash now, which I think is going to be fine. I don't think there's any problem with that really. Then I want let's get rid of some of these I want to get rid of these. So We have cookie. Okay. Oh, we have the got here too. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Excellent. Okay. So that works there. And then what do I want to do with this? I still have the got here? I still have a got here. Where did I put that? Oh, it's up here. Okay, excellent. So now I want to rerun our tests. I want to see if this sort of works. Okay, we'll do a px. Let's run these one tests. That did not work. It's rebuilt. So that's fine. I wanted welcome. Oh, there's no comma. Oh, yeah, okay. So in our auth spec, okay, I think we can take this. Okay, this welcome meow is now going to be just welcome meow. And I think that's the same here. Okay. Oh, right, and I turned off the test. Okay, so we'll do this. Oh, wait, what? px, run this again. I've only turned on the test for WebKit too. So if this test pass, okay, let's clean some stuff up. So I have a console log in here somewhere. Is to remove you. No more console logs. Let's go into our config. No, wrong config. And I want to return on all the browser tests. Okay, here. There, so we got tests for Chrome, Firefox, and WebKit again. So we save you. Oh, I was in the main one. Okay. Now run all the tests. Only 3 tests again? Oh, did I put an only on there? I put an only on here, didn't I? There it is. Okay, let's try this again with all the tests. 36 tests. Of course, it's 36 divided by 3, I think. Okay, and everything is passing. All right, so what we have tested there is that we can do the login itself and that also, so we can hit the redirect route and then it does the correct thing. And then we're also testing that we can hit just go to root with a token as a cookie, and then it logs us in automatically. So login is now working. Excellent. Not change music station. Yeah, there's a lot of voice on this one. Let's change it. What are we thinking? I wish there was, or there's jazz. You can try jazz. There might not be voice in that one. Okay, this might be better. Okay, let's what's next? So the entire point of this, of logging in, is that way I can create an account, be an admin, and then show off like a create new course button. So probably up here we'll have like a, oh no, in courses, then we'll have like a create new somewhere around here, that only I would see. But I don't think so. I need to extract my roles out. Okay, so I can actually see in network here when I get the user info here, what I'm getting back includes these claims, which then includes my roles right here. No, allowed roles? No, what are my roles? Default role. Oh, I probably don't want to be in there. I probably want to do a new one. Oh, interesting. I don't have that. Do I have to change that? All right, I'm going to log into auth0 on my other browser. I could swear that I set up where every time I logged in, it gave me a, not this one, but maybe I changed it. I did a lot. Actions, library, custom. Okay, so my Hasura. Oh yeah, I am attempting to set up where we have the Brooks Builds namespace. Oh, but I changed that to just roles, and of course that doesn't work. So I need https brooksbuilds.com. So just do that. So if I update you, I have to. Oh. Okay, well this is fun. I can't log out. I can't log out. That's kind of important. Well, that's going to be next. So in auth, we need a new test for being able to log out. So do log out. Okay, how do I want to handle logging out? I want some kind of logout button up next to the welcome. So that's going to be in the YCL. Okay, so in here, do I have any buttons like that? Okay, so I have, if we're authenticated, I have welcome and then the username and then nothing. If I'm not authenticated, I have a login button and then I have a create account. Okay, so I want a log out button. But if I remember correctly, logging out is really a link we go to. Let's go find. Okay, log out. Use this endpoint to log out a user. If you want to navigate the user to a specific URL after the logout, set that URL at the return to parameter. The URL should be included in any the appropriate. Okay, so looking at this, we do a get request to URL. Okay, so our domain v2 logout application JSON return to logout URL. Wait, this is a get request. That's going to be if the client ID parameter is included in the return to URL is not set, the server returns the user to the first allowed logout URLs. Okay, so they want us to actually send the user there. Okay, that I guess makes sense. So we're gonna have to build the appropriate link. So okay, it is gonna be a link. So let's take that in. So here we have the login route. Let's just update this and we'll do. Oh, login route is gonna be different because that's not going to an internal thing. That's just an attribute value. So we have a pub logout URL. This is gonna be a attribute value. And do a proper default. Okay, so that gives me that. Down here, so we have li. We'll do another li. So this just needs to be an href, isn't it? I think we have a external link, don't we? bb link, maybe? Yeah, external link, bb link. We'll have logout. All right. We were missing an href. And this is going to be a props dot logout URL. Oh, which I need to clone you. Okay. You're happy about that. So then coming back to here, oh, I need to recompile you. Okay, I need a little bit of space between these. I think I can do this with the class here. I think I can do a margin left, like margin left. Oh wait, it's not margin left. It's like margin X. Margin X like 1. Then every time I want to see that there, I have to also come over here and recompile. Okay, gives it a little bit of space. I think that's good enough for right now. I could turn that into a button too. So then I think this is a, BB link. Oh, if you're a button, Boolean. Okay, that's it. And now you're a button, but that's also not quite right. What do the other buttons have? Let's go into, it's the easiest way to have me sort of log out here is just clear out all the cookies. Okay, so this get started button here, I want it to be, oh, so it's a nav link button primary. So I need to add in nav link. I think that's all I need to add in is nav link. And I vaguely remember that there's a classes on here. So I can do button true classes equals nav link. Okay. I was really hoping that would work. Okay, so this nav link button primary. What am I missing? What does the other stuff have? We have nav item, text start. I have these buttons right here. How about you? Oh, you're just okay. Nav item, nav link. Button primary. Okay, so if I like remove some of you. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Do you need to do nav text? No, that's okay. So nav item, is it the MX1? No. So we're in Yew. I think you were all fine until I had this, right? It was. Okay. Wait. No, it's not. Oh, look at this. This is way up here. I didn't even notice that. It's above everything. Oh, so this is already not working correctly. So we have navbar nav. Oh, no auto. Oh, that didn't do it. Okay, so if I copy all of you, that doesn't do that. Then we have an li, which is a nav item. That's fine. Oh, it's a p because it's a p tag. I need to look up in Bootstrap. In Bootstrap, how do we use nav bars? How do you text in nav bars? So those are okay, these are all things. I want good old text. Text. Navbar text. Okay, that's what I'm missing. So if I come to here, it does not do it. Oh, I did dot. Okay, that's silly. That's what it was. Okay, so the p tag, I need to put a navbar text on it. All right, so in okay, so we have this BB text. I need to go look at text. You take in classes. Okay, so you take in classes. We can do that. Okay, so you could be happy there. And then you will be that button with the nav link. Okay, so let's try you. Feels like it's still tall. Yeah, that's still high. I put in navbar text art. We have nav link there. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so now is it you doing this thing? Nope, not that. Your size is weird though. But maybe because the p tag has a weird is it the text start? It's not the text start. Did I not do the navbar text correctly? So you're using that span there. Okay. Well, apparently I just need to use a span. Fine. Okay, so instead of a BB link, No, instead of a BB text, we'll change this to span. We'll do class equals navbar text. We do all of that. Change you to span. Okay, you're better. Now it's you as the button. So we have nav link, button primary. If I remove those, you're still up top here. Okay, do I need the navbar text unlike the li? Oh, I do. Okay, I put the navbar text on the li. So we have nav item, navbar text. That means I can get rid of this class. I wonder if it can be a p tag. There we go. Okay. Now you're happy. So now we can have this logout button here. And I want to make sure that the link is correct. So in our tests, so in logout, do const expected logout URL. It's going to be, or I guess href, really. It's going to be equal to, so it's the auth domain. So auth0 domain, v2 logout. But it's so confusing to me because they have this as data. So I guess this is going to be like then okay, parameters. Then we have return to client ID. So let's do, I guess we'll do return to first. So question mark return to, it's like that, right? Yeah. And this is going to be whatever our, what do I have access to? I want to take a look at my environment variables that I have here. We have a login URI. I probably want, an auth redirect URI. No, that's not exactly correct. I want to just go to, I just want to go to slash, don't I? What's going to be interesting is I'm going to have to catch this. Oh man, it's okay. This is going to be interesting how I'm going to deal with this. So I'm going to want to add a new environment variable. This is going to be a logout redirect. And you're going to be equal to localhost 8082 right now. And that's it. So then let's grab that up here. Okay, so you're going to be, is there a path builder for JavaScript? I don't remember anymore. Logout redirect and a client ID. Now this is so weird. They have return to in camel case, and they have client ID in snake case. I'm not super happy that they're mixing those. Do I have client ID here? I think I do. I don't, but I do have it in here. So const auth0 client ID equal to process.env dot. Okay, so we get the client ID. I should look up how to do folding in NVim. Okay, so this is gonna be the auth0 client ID. I think that's it. Yeah, federated is false. I don't need that. Add this query string parameter to the logout URL to make the user log out of their identity provider as well. Okay, so I think I'm okay with this. All right, so if I want to test logout, I'm also going to want it to remove all the cookies internally and make those go away. Otherwise, we're still going to think that they're logged in, even if they're not. And that could be very confusing and sort of not a great experience. Especially if you like click log out, it takes right back, and we're like, yeah, error, couldn't log you in. It's like, of course you couldn't log me in. I just tried to log out. So I need to catch this and remove the cookies. So let's basically mark ourselves as logged in. So let's see. Let's take these two things. Okay, so I need to take all of these things because we're gonna add a okay, we add the cookie and all that stuff. So we're gonna y 7y y 8y. Okay. So here's our expected logout href. we are going to set up an interceptor. If we attempt to hit user info, we give the user info mock data back. We navigate to slash when we set a cookie, and then we go back to slash again. So I actually don't know if this is necessary. But okay, after this thing, we are now logged in and we have the login button. So we should be able to at this point in time we should be able to see the log out button. Okay, so want to await page dot get by. It's, I guess it's a role, it's a navigation. Its name is gonna be, I think, just log out. Yeah, log out. Okay, so I've got the log out button now. I want to get the href for that. So const the href for the logout button. Oh, so I can get attribute, which returns a promise. Okay, so this is going to be a get attribute href. Okay, names. I don't think I need to time out because I'm waiting until the network is done, so that should be fine. Number undefined. Okay, so returns that. So I guess there's a couple things here. All right, well, the logout button. Okay, so we find this thing, we get the attribute. So I guess first we can verify that it's actually here. So we're going to await, expect. I don't know how like I feel about all these awaits that end up happening. I await. This is gonna be the logout button. Actually, I don't need to wait that again. We already have it. To be visible. Okay, so I want to see the logout button. All right, so let's only this. I expect that we can find the logout button that it's visible. Then I want to get the href to the logout button. And then I expect that the href, what are you going to be? You're a string or null. Okay, great. To be, this is like exactly equal. Okay, so to be, I want it to exactly equal the expected logout href. Then I want to click on this, which means we're going to need to. Okay, so I need another route. V2 log out. Okay, so I match this. I don't think I need to fulfill this. What are my options? can I redirect? I can continue, abort, fetch, fulfill. Oh, okay, so I can fulfill it. Then I have options. There's no JSON. There's no body. Maybe path? Path to slash. I think it's slash. Okay, so if I do that, so that way it shouldn't actually hit auth0 now. Okay, so I expect that. So, whoa. I want to now await log out button, and I want to click it. Okay, so I've clicked it. At this point, the token should be removed. Okay, we should navigate back to slash, which we're already on slash, so that should be fine. We should not have the welcome message anymore, which means we should have like the login button, which is a href, I think. So await expect page dot get by role. Okay, so just do navigation, name, I think is login. To be visible. Okay. So that should be visible again. And then we shouldn't see any cookies. I don't know if I actually care about testing for that. Can I get it? So page dot. Ooh. Oh, right. Page dot context. Cookies. If no URLs are specified, this returns all cookies. If URLs are specified, only cookies. Okay, so I can get all the cookies from this, which gives me a array of cookies. Okay, so let's do that. So cookies equals that. And then I want to make sure that none of them have token in the name. So we'll do cookies dot for each. I expect. I can't do a wait. Oh, is this gonna work? I don't think I can do that. I think I have to do a slow loop. So for what is it? It's let cookie of cookies. I want to wait expect cookie dot name. You have no idea what you are. It's a okay. So you know you're a cookie. You think you're a cookie. Any great. Can I like? Can I say what type you are? You're a cookie. Great. Okay. Uh, expect that name not to match token. I think it was auth token. Okay. It does not like that. It still does not like that. Promise cookie must have a symbol iterator that returns an iterator. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, that's my problem. Okay. Now it knows what you are because I was working with a promise. Okay. That's all right. I think that'll work. So this should now find out if there's no ones that have auth token. And looking at this storage cookies, auth token is the name of the token. So this should successfully verify, like do it, like verify that the logout functionality happens. It's a little bit not really found good ways to make the test code look good, but I think it's functional. Okay, so let's try running this. Okay, all three failed. Oh, I don't remember how to scroll up because like I screwed up my iTerm. I used to have the mouse thing allowed, and I think I turned it off. That didn't do it. Reset? Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well that was a horrible mistake. Okay, so you're back. That what should I do? Pointer? I don't remember where this is. I know there's a thing where I can allow the scrolling to do the thing. I just don't remember where it is in here. And apparently I turned that off for this. Oh, probably only for this session only. So like as soon as I restart it, it'll be fine. Which means I don't know how to find out what I did this specific session. That's fun. Edit session maybe? Oh, okay. There's text window. Okay, enable mouse reporting. Huh. So I have that. Okay, that's fine. Did I do something else to turn it into something else? I have no idea, and I forget how to go up. Okay, so let's do good old sysadmin style. We'll more it. Instead of figuring out what I did, we'll just throw it into a more. Oh, that's nice. But okay, so error. Okay, expected to be visible. Waiting for get by role navigation logout to be visible, and that wasn't visible. Okay, so the problem is that it's waiting for the logout button to be visible, which means that it's not successfully logging in. That's not great. All right. If I run the test again, I should be able to see the out. Should be able to create that trace for me. And I should be able to use that to sort of like see exactly what happened. So it's taking a while because it's timing out. Buffer full. Nice. Oh, I'm in YCL. That's why. Okay. Run the trace. Okay, so create new page, go to route, go to slash. There's the get started buttons, add the cookies, go to slash. Oh, look at that. Okay. Go to slash, welcome meow, route fulfill, get by role. Okay, so it expects name logout to be visible, and it did not find it. I think that navigation is wrong. I don't think that's the right role. What are my options? We have navigation. Is there like a link? Oh, there's a link. Okay, that's probably what I want. Not navigation. Let's try it again. No, no, no. Don't open the trace. Try the test again. Okay, that was a lot faster. Oh, look at this. And I got my scroll back working again. Excellent. All I had to do was crash Zellage and then bring it back. Okay, so expected. Okay, so it expects the href to match this thing, and it's not matching. So excellent. So that's working as expected, which means that I need to figure out what that. I need to build that URL now. How do I want to build the URL? I want to build it in auth. Maybe have it be part of the store because that's where I'm doing a lot of different things. Might be a good idea. So let's go to auth store. I can just put it in here. So I can have a pub logout link. That's going to be a. Now I'm curious because I haven't tried this before. Can I do an attribute value? It doesn't hate that. Okay, so I can use an attribute value in a store. Attribute values are just like strings, except they're extremely cheap to clone. So if I use that, now I want to set you to have a default. There's a way now to me to be able to set what this is. Because I have my client ID there. I forget how to do that. Rust derive default struct set inline. I don't remember. I think it's a new thing we can do. Oh, I could do that. Ooh, wait. I don't know if I can do this. Okay. I can't do that. Okay, never mind. So let's see. Maybe instead of putting it here, we can just put. I'm trying to think of like where the best place to put this is. I want it to be owned. So far, all of the auth stuff is in here. I'm not putting any auth stuff outside of the store. So it kind of makes sense for it to be in here. But maybe also because this is such a static thing. Toggabit, hello. It's going well. I'm trying to figure out where to put a function that doesn't really need to be in a store. It generates a link at that time. And it's going to clone out. I mean, maybe I create a static here. I create a public static. That might work. Okay, we'll create a public static. This is going to be the logout URI. Logout URL. It's a stir. No, wait. Oh, can I do it as stir? I can't do it as a stir. Okay, I have to do it as a function. It's kind of weird to put this in here, but whatever. I don't know where else to put it. I don't want to put it anywhere else. So all auth stuff goes in here. So we're going to have a pub function. Oh, can it be a const function? I've not used those before. I bet it could be a const function. Let's put that at the top. I bet it could be because we have stuff here in static. So let's do a pub const function. Is that how I use it? Const function. This is going to be the logout URL. You don't take anything in. You have no idea what we were talking about yet. Oh, doesn't matter. You can help me without knowing what's going on. I do a lot of time on your stream, so. So what I need to do is I'm creating a logout URI. So I guess let's do a quick summary of what we're doing because I haven't done that since the beginning of the stream. So I've been building this LMS in a web application. We're using Yew.rs, which is a front end framework in Rust. Now I've logged in and I've realized that it would be nice to be able to log out because it turns out that most users, myself included while I'm testing this, kind of want to not be perpetually logged in forever. LMS stands for Learning Management System. So I'm going to be creating some courses. I have some already on YouTube, but I want to create some like maybe bigger, ambitious courses and then provide them for sale. So that's what this is going to be. Now, I created this button here, I want when I click it, it to send a request to auth0, the authentication provider that I'm using, and then log us out. But I need a URL. So currently it just sends me to here, which is not great. So a const function here might be able to generate this URL because it's pretty static of what it looks like. So I want you to be, I guess, a string. What is a URL according to the type system? Oh, just like an HTML URL, like HTTP URL, a URI, Uniform Resource Identifier Locator. Basically, we just need to tell the browser where to go. So I could do this as a string. Then I can use format. Okay, so if I do that, okay, so far you're not unhappy. Oh, what is the URL type? Oh, up here, you see this. Yeah, so the URL type, we could probably use that too. I am using that to grab, so it's a type that I'm pulling in from the from crates that allows me to get the URL from the browser window and then figure some stuff out from it. There's some interesting things that auth0 does. So when I attempt to log in with them, it's a OAuth situation where I'll send the browser to auth0. You sign in there, so you never have to actually give me a password at all, ever. Even if you're giving me a password, the password stays with auth0 and I can never see it, which is great. I love having that, like, not have to deal with it. They redirect the browser back to my app after you're done, and they use a fragment. Now that's interesting. So I have to use that URL thing to help get the fragments. That's what I'm doing down here. So in my handle redirect function, I get the URI, which is a string. So that's just like HTTP, HTTP ://localhost : 8082 / whatever. But it includes a hash in the URL instead of like a question mark. So I get the fragment, and then I turn that into a URL and encode it. And so this is all using the URL crate to sort of do. And then I can grab this stuff from the form URL encoded object. This is going to be slightly different. I need to just create a string URL in here. So that could be. I hadn't tried it. We could try using the URL. I've never tried the URL crate for this. So I want to create parse. Okay, so that's just parsing it. That's not helpful. Joan, okay, hoist. Turn to parsed represented the host. Okay, so this is still like parsing. Can I do new? Is there a new? I don't think there's a new, is there? Okay, it's just a parse, which is not really helpful. So I think I'm just gonna format. And do actually, we're gonna start with the auth0 domain. And then we're gonna go to this v2 logout. And then we're gonna have question mark, and I want to throw in the return to equals. Okay, so then we want to repeat you. This can be what did I call this? Oh, logout redirect. logout redirect. Okay. So this will now be the auth logout redirect there. Whatever function you call on the URI type needs to be const as well if you're doing it from there. Is the logout URL static, as in it will never change? Yeah, so it should never change, but I need to build it together. I need to build it off of these from environment variables. That's the only problem. So we have return to, okay, then we do an ampersand, and I want the client ID equals, and then that's going to be the auth client ID. And I think that's it. I think that's all I care about here. And I return that. You're upset. Environment variable not defined. Okay, I know it's there. Believe me, just you can do it, Rust Analyzer. I trust you. You have to trust me. I created the environment variable in the .env, but I haven't quit Vim yet, so it doesn't know that it exists. Okay, so there's. I guess I have to restart trunk. Wait, what are you upset about? Cannot compile. Environment variable. Oh, because it's logout. Oh, okay. Yeah. So fine. You're correct. You were right all along. Cannot find logout. Oh, actually, you can be. Fine. You can be auth logout redirect. Whoa. Not that. Constant functions cannot refer to statics. Oh, okay, that's the problem. Dota, hello. So actually, it's complaining about can't reference these. Well, that's not fun. Also, complaining about cannot call non-const function format. Okay, so I can't. All of this is not allowed. Okay, so can I use a const function for this, or should I just make this a normal function? I think I should just make this a normal function. Fine. Okay, so pub function. Oh, you could use a once cell here? I've never used a once cell. Wait, how does that work? Oh, no. How do you redo? Okay. Which is the new lazy static, if you remember the tone. Oh, it's a crate. Once cell. Interesting. Oh, it'll be in the standard library eventually. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's do copy the link. Single assignment cells and lazy values. One cell provides two new cell-like types. One cell, okay, unsync one cell and then sync one cell. So I probably want an sync one cell. Might start arbitrary non-copy types. Can be assigned to at most once and provide direct access to the store contents. In a nutshell, API looks roughly like this. Okay, so we have a new get and set. Yeah, but like this is like a lot. Like I don't know if I need that much. Like, I still feel I just need to create a format. Like, I mean, one way I can do with this, let's go back to the default idea. So if I throw you in here and I just put in a pub logout URL in here, I could just move the constant. I know. So then let's put it, we'll make you a string and we'll import default for this, and then I'll come back to you. Import default down here. Import default for auth store. Function default. Okay, so I want to do self. Most of it's going to be that, but you are going to have the logout. The logout URL is going to be, right. That was in my paste buffer. I want in that. Okay. You don't hate it, compiler. So if the compiler doesn't hate it, it must be perfect. If there's anything I learned about Rust is that is absolutely true, right? But you'll back me up on that, right? Okay, so you're happy, which means I have access to the logout URL in the centralized store now. So then let's go back to app. Remember the compilers few steps, so it might be unhappy about something in a previous step, but in general, yes. I mean, like, there's no way that I can make mistakes now. Okay, so here's my auth store. I have you. I now need to remember the logout URL is just logout URL. Okay. Okay, so here's my nav bar. I want logout URL. It's going to be equal to, we want auth store dot logout URL, and we clone you. Because that's what we do. You're unhappy. No field logout URL. What? On navbar. Okay. This is navbar. Okay. Log out URL. It's public. It's in properties. Log out URL. It's a navbar, and it's the properties. No field logout URL and type navbar props routes. Available fields are links, login route, create account route, show brand username is authenticated. Okay. You're right here. So if I resave you, okay. Okay, I'm going to the local YCL here. Am I misspelling that? Or did I close? No, I didn't close this too early. So it's navbar. Log out URL. Log out URL. Okay. Log out URL. I'm trying to get you. Okay. I won't question it. Success there. Okay, excellent. So now, oh, great. Uncaught, in promise, too much recursion. Too much recursion. Well, I never. All right. So remember what I said about using the default that in the store? That apparently is a terrible idea. So let's go back to our auth store. And let's do that other idea. Let's add in default back into here. Let's remove you. Default. Okay, so let's just do pub function default. No, pub function default. Pub function log out URL. You become a string. And we just return the format. What? Where am I? No, don't do that. What did I do? Okay. You're happy. Okay, so you're happy here. Go back to app. You're unhappy here because now you need to be log out URL. Call you. That compiled. Okay, we're back to here. So now we have our logout. And if I look at that in the bottom left, where you could probably not see that at all, that seems okay so far. Okay. All right. So I want to now, okay, let's run the tests again and see if we got any farther. We should have. Now it's probably going to time out on getting. Oh, thank you, Togglebit. Yeah, I had a designer work with me on that, and he came up with the font, and he came up with the logo. Okay, so all right, now it wants to click the button, and then it wants the login to be visible again. So that's great. We can I guess like if I click on this, oh right. So if I actually click on the logout, oh that's fun. Something went wrong. Oh, fun. Misconfiguration. Okay, I think I need to put a logout URL in here to let it know that I'm allowed to log out. So there's allowed logout URLs. Okay. I just want to go here. Changes. Let's try this again. Log out. Boom. Okay, I'm here. The problem now is that I can't really log out. It forever keeps me logged in because it thinks that my cookies are still here. Now, is this token still good, I guess? Because it's doing a network request, and that's working. It's kind of funny. So logout's not really doing anything. So it's heading to the right thing. I would have expected that to work. Okay, so here, let me if I kill the cookies, hit log out. Now we log back in. So I am logged out here. Interesting. I wonder if that's a feature where like the token still technically works even after I told them to log out. I don't like that. That feels to me like a bug because I'm hitting there and it's sending me back, but the token still works. I know, it does feel a little bit scary, doesn't it? I don't know why that would be. The tokens only last for 2 hours, but I have to figure out how to like disable the token. Well, each time I log in, it creates a new token, but the previous tokens still work for 2 hours, which is, yeah. I'm curious. Nope, don't save. Auth 0 disable token. Like I want token. Maybe disable. Revoke tokens. Okay. Once issued, access tokens and ID tokens cannot be revoked in the same way as cookies with session IDs for server-side sessions. As a result, tokens should be issued for relatively short periods and then refreshed periodically if the user remains active. I have an access token. That's interesting. Wait, no, I don't have an access token. I have. Well, maybe I do. By default, they're valid for. Huh. Oh, I can. So can I? Oh, okay. Go into the bat dashboard, applications, APIs. Oh, and then I can set how long they are for. Oh, okay. So I can set that there. Let me take a look at that. So applications. Uh. So wait, applications, right? Applications APIs. I have the auth management API, token expiration seconds, 86,400. Token expiration for browser flows is 7,200. Okay, so expiration value in seconds for access token issued for this API via implicit or hybrid flows cannot be greater than the other one. Okay, but it's set to 7,200 and I can't change that. But I can change the other one to be lower. And I don't know how to reset the token. Oh, this is where I can skip user consent. Okay. I knew I saw that somewhere. I think we're in the Hasura one though. Oh, interesting. So I have different identifier type things for this. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. So by default, it's 2 hours and I can change the maximum lifetime of it. Now, one of the things is that this token really just lets me know that they're logged in. I don't have any like actual user data associated with the token, besides maybe like your role or some other stuff. But I can go to auth0 and say, hey, what role are you? But I can't actually like affect something else. So I need to keep that in mind for everything else. But I'm not gonna ever. I'm gonna do my best to like never store anything that like anybody cares about, anyways. Like credit cards or something. I'm gonna just try to outsource all of that to everything. To other things. So that way, I don't have to worry about it. Oh, pet the cat. Oh, Zilby's not here. That's too close to the end of. Okay. If Zilby comes down here in the next half hour, I will pet the cat. Otherwise, I'll have to give you back the points. Okay, so now we know that's why that happens. Okay, but what I need to do is we come back and okay, so we go out and we're coming back so fast. Oh, it finds the cookie. So I need to, before we go out, I need to delete the cookies. Delete the auth cookies. We'll specifically delete the auth token cookie. So first of all, let's go to cookies and let's add in a delete cookie method. I think you can save a cookie. So pub function delete cookie. If I remember correctly, I can delete a cookie by saving a cookie with 0 value. Or I can set the max age to 0 on it. I think both of those work. Is that right? MDN cookie. Document.cookie. Okay, that doesn't help. I think what I do is just set the cookie to be expired, which I think is just creating a cookie again with like a lifetime, a max age of 0. So if I delete a cookie, so we're gonna have a key, which is a stir, and I don't care what the value is. So I just do something like that. I take the key, let's return a result, let's say. I don't care about that. We're gonna get an LMS error. Then all I want to do is save a cookie. Pass in the key. The value could be an empty string, and the max age we set to be 0. And I can just return this because that should be fine. So then, set the date to be in the past. I can do max age of like -1 maybe. It's a max age in seconds. You're a U32. We can update you to be like an I32. Okay. You're upset. Why are you upset? Huh. Oh, in the auth store. That's where it is. In the auth store. Save cookie max life. Okay, that's that's a U32. I just need to change you to be an I32 here. Mismatched. Expected I32? So save cookie expires in. Where does that come from? Oh, there it is. Expires in. Okay, now that you're unhappy, I need to go help with dinner. It's been nice. I know it's the same with me, Toggle Bit. The same with me. Well, have a great dinner. Thanks for hanging out. And I will. So yeah, for everybody else, you have the choice of a date or a max age. So I've been using max age because that's what I'm getting back from auth0, and I can just dump that right in there instead of converting it into a date. But it's a time in seconds. I do wonder if I go to syntax, if I set max age in seconds, the maximum age of the cookie in seconds doesn't really tell me anything. Okay. Delete cookie. It's supposed to be cookie max age 0. A 0 or negative number will expire the cookie immediately. Okay. 0, 0. Okay, so a 0 is going to be fine. So I can actually undo this and go back to U32s. Because the 0 is going to be fine in this case. So you're a U32. And then we'll go to cookies. And then delete cookie, you're going to be back to 0. Okay, successfully compiling, so that's good there. And then I want to, when we click, to delete the cookies, which means I need to capture that we clicked on it, which means that I need to, oh, nope, not that. Okay, in YCL here, I need to capture this logout URL, prevent the default, and then send it on up again, which is, that's not fun. Okay, that's unfortunate. So let's do a, here we'll do a pub logout on click. That's going to be a callback. I don't care what goes into this. Yeah, I don't really care what goes into this. So now I do want to have the logout URL on the actual links. That way any screen readers can sort of see where you're going to go. But we're going to intercept and then send you to the same place afterwards. So that's fun. I'm also going to proper default Yew. We're going to have a let logout on click. Okay, so I need to take, this is going to be fun. Let prop logout on click is equal to props dot logout on click. I have to clone that out so I don't try to move in props. And then I have to create a new callback. So then that's going to be let logout on click equals callback from. We have an event, which is, I believe, a mouse event. I want to return nothing at the end. But the first thing I want to do is an event.prevent default. Then I want to kill the cookies. So I want to delete the cookie. Oh wait, no. I don't do that here. I prevent the default and I send you back up. So then I call okay, so then I have to move you in. I'm getting confused about like where I want to do this. I don't want to do anything specific to the LMS in the component library. I just want to say, hey, the logout button, the logout link was clicked. We prevented it from doing anything. And now we're going to let you know that it was unclicked. So we do prop logout on click dot emit. And that's nothing. And that's it. That's all that happens here. Oh, I have to close you and then do a let logout on click equals that. Return the callback into Yew. Okay, there. Now I have your logout on click. We're going to come back to, okay, we're authenticated. Here's the, okay, here's the button. Okay, here's our link. It's a BB link. On click. I don't know if I put an on click in here. This is gonna be a logout on click through in Yew. And you're upset because expected a function closure found a Yew callback. Huh. Oh, so you have an on click with a callback, nothing there. Oh, with a prevent default bool already on that? Oh. Well, look at that. It's almost like I knew what I was doing when I designed that. So this, I want a props dot logout on click. I clone you in here. I prevent default equals true. And then that entire thing I did up above, we don't do. So now that will be passed in to the link. Okay, so then we can have this logout on click. So, all right, so you're saved. Come back to here. Go back to app. All right, so we're gonna have a logout on click up here. All right, so now we're gonna do let logout on click equals, we'll do a callback from, we have our event, which is just nothing. We've already prevented the default here, so all I need to do is delete the cookie. So we're going to delete cookie, and the key is going to be auth token. That's it. You can have a, okay, so you can technically error out. So I want to if let's error. Okay, so if we have an error from this, okay, so we're gonna have to do a move. I want to get access to the, okay, so we have this alert dispatch, which I moved into here. I was only doing it once, so I need to grab it again. Okay, let's do this. Let alert dispatch equals alert dispatch. We'll clone you. Okay, and then we'll come all the way to the bottom of this and we'll close that off so that we still have alert dispatch. Okay, so we have you. We'll do the exact same thing we did before. I'll create a block here. We'll do let alert dispatch dispatch.clone. Okay. Now I can move the alert dispatch into here. So if we have this error, I want to now alert dispatch reduce mute. All right. Our alert store is now going to be equal to a alert store builder, new. Okay. What can I build? We can have an unwrap. We can have an icon. That'd be a warning. We can have a message. The message will be error logging out. Please try again. Alert type. Okay. So there's that. Oh, I'm not using this error at all. Right. I should. Oh, you know what? I can log the error. So I do that. And then I can do a log error message error deleting token cookie. and pass in a reference to the cookie there. Okay. You're happy now. The event we're never using, but we never were planning on using it because we just want to know that that's done. Okay, so we have an event on click. Oh, sorry, a logout on click. We have a logout URL and then a logout on click. Okay. That makes you happy. So then let's oh. That won't actually do anything, will it? Here, I'll log in again. Oh, because I deleted the cookies? Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, I did delete the cookies. Okay. So I have this now. I have my auth token here. I go to log out and it deleted the token, but it didn't actually do anything. So I now need to redirect the user and send the browser to where they're supposed to be going. Okay. So I have that. Then should I just I should just match this. Okay, we're gonna match delete cookie. This is gonna be an error. Error. We'll do that. I think you need to be that. Okay, and then we'll have an okay with nothing in it, so I don't care. And then in here, I want to do a browser redirect now. Okay, so let's see. I think I can do glue utils. Not the history. I can get the document. I can get the window. Okay, window. Location. href. Getter for that. Okay, so can I do a set? Oh, set href. Okay. And then I want to call that same function that I called before, which is going to be logout URL, like that. Okay, what are you upset with? Oh, okay, you want to stir. That's fine, we can do that. Okay, so you have something in here. We don't care what that is. You have a result that must be used. Okay, so if let error. Okay, so oh, that's not fun. Okay, let's block you out here. Okay. Okay, so that's to that one. Okay, so I do need that. Wait, no. That's to... Okay, now I'm confused with all this. Okay, so I have my okay there. Okay, so if that works there... Okay, so match. That goes to this. Oh, I need a close there. That's what it is. Okay, there we go. What are you upset with? Expected a function closer found nothing because I semicolon this. Don't want to do that. Okay, so there you go. So, all right. Well, I want to now do this not inside of here so I can not do nested matches. So let's do a block here. And that is to this. Yeah, okay. Oh, why are you changing on me, Rust? Rust Analyzer is trying to be nice to me. I do not want that. So, ironically, I want this to be a if. I want this to go back to an if let error. Can I just go back to the if let error? Okay. If let error, we do all that stuff. Then down here, I now need to do another if let error. Error equals. So I deleted the cookie first, and now I need to do a document. No, it's going to be a glue utils document, or no, window. Window location set href logout URL, a reference to it. Okay. If this is an error, I want to do the exact same sort of dispatch thing that we had up here. So that's going to be what? 9 lines? Right. This time I can't really log the error because it's not that same type of error. So alert mismatch. Okay, so alert dispatch. This is now error. I mean, it's the same error. So I need to set the browser and actually go out. So because it's auth0, I need to actually redirect the URL, like the actual browser, to auth0. Auth0 redirects back to my app again. That's why I need to do it. I wonder if I can get away with like a get request as opposed to like logging out. That would be interesting. They really do want me to do a redirect though, to back in. So okay, so if I save you, you're happy. All right, so log in. We're logged in. You should have a redirect to that. I don't think I ever looked to see if they do. I just went directly to like how I'm familiar with it. All right, so I'm here. I now want to hit log out, which should delete this cookie, take me to auth0, immediately redirect me back. The cookie's gone, and I'm logged out now. So it works. it works. We can take a look. Is there a redirect? Can the router redirect to like a third, like an outside? Okay, could have nested routers, but that's not the same thing. It's not really showing how I can go outside. Yes, this isn't really saying anything about it. Maybe I can like spend some time looking through it later and find it. But technically this seems to work. So let's run the test. And let's see if everything does what we expect it to. And then it should all pass. Okay, those all passed. Let's remove that only. It might not be part of the router. I don't, and React, it's in the React library itself. Interesting. Oh, so I looked for like a redirect. I didn't see it. So I don't think that Yew has it. That doesn't mean they won't have it though in the future. Or maybe it doesn't mean they don't have it and I can't find it in the documentation. Okay, all the tests are passed. So we can log in and we can log out. And so I've run out of time. It's noontime. It's time for me to go grab lunch. What's next for me would be to have roles. So me to set a role in auth0 to detect that role in, so to then do the get user info, get the role out of there and say, hey, you're an admin. Okay, here you go. You get the link to then create a course. And then that takes us to like a create course page. We fill it out, and then Hasura enforces that by saying, "Yeah, you actually are an admin." Okay, great. But technically it works. So if there's a better way to doing it, maybe later I'll figure it out. But until then, I think this is good. So we got our auth. Our auth is mostly done right now. Now we just need to detect roles. So that's the last thing for auth for a while probably. Oh, okay. Anyways, this is a long one. I started like an hour later. I started an hour later than I wanted to this morning, but I slept in quite a bit. So, anyways, still a good 3 hours though. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back on Monday morning at around 7 a.m. Mountain Time to continue this. I might work on this in the meantime, and if I do on Monday morning, I'll just start that stream by sort of showing off what I did. So with that, have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.